Hey, all right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. This video is to get us set up on the audio side of a church service. So, first thing we do, go ahead and walk back here behind the stage, and you will see next to the mixing board and behind here, this little brick right here. Let me just flip this switch, turn that on. That turns on our soundboard, and as that's loading, come over here to our Mac Mini, turn this guy on, the power button's right here. You'll hear? You definitely want to hear that sound, okay? And then, these are the iPads that the worship team uses to change their in-ears and their inner mixes, and so they will be able to take care of that. It is a nice thing to do if you can, just to get that set up for them. You can just bring them out and put them on their stands. The app to run the in-ears is with Monitor Mix, and the app to run the mixing board is in, it's called, what is it called? Jeez. Anyway, it's the other Yamaha app, and so go ahead and turn on these two guys here. These are the monitors. These first two are the monitors for the Mac Mini. Password is 0005. All right, turn that on, and then in this we're actually going to open this guy right here. Studio One. I don't know why it looks blank like that, but it's weird. And as that's loading up, we've turned on the tablet to run the mixer. It's right there, TF, Yamaha SMTF. So you push that guy right there, and as it's going, it's on the same network as our mixing board. Choose that, choose connect. All right, you can see me in the reflection there. All right, so as that's loading, then we have Studio One here, and we are going to come over here and choose the most recent. This one was saved yesterday. That's a perfect choice. And as it's going, these different things are going to be loading. And so then here we are, okay? And very, very quickly, from left to right, this fader controls the volume from the Pro Presenter computer. This controls the volume for the handheld microphone, this one for the headset microphone, and this stereo channel here is the entire band. And so if you ever want to mute a channel, you just push those, and that's muted, and that's on. Okay, so this guy's off, mute, on, okay? And so a good thing to do, go ahead and push mute on those for now, just while the band's getting going. And so from here, as you open up, you're going to see these vocal buses right here. And one of the most important thing really is right up here. This is our waves tune. And so you just double click that and it'll come up over here. And then for each channel, you can, to have it running, you have to have a little blue bar right there. See how in this other one? So those are activated. And so if you want to bypass it, you would just push it again, okay? So then what you can do is change the key here. Here's the major scale and then the different keys. So you would do that to each song. You would find your song list for worship. You go back to the home button and you go right into here. Okay, this is Music Stand. And this is the same software that the worship team uses, so you can actually see what's going on. If you want to refresh something, we can go right here. Let's go to January 4th. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, so that's for tonight. So we have songs in the key of D, E, and E. All right, so for the first song, when the worship team is singing, you'll make sure that it's in D. And see, this guy is in chromatic, which if you don't have the ability to change each of these keys for each song, then you can just put it into chromatic here. We do that on Wednesday nights when we don't have so many people back here, and so that can be good. And that is basically it as you're ready to go to run sound. Something to consider is the signal flow goes from the inputs on the soundboard, the physical inputs, and then they get thrown into this computer here, okay? And on each one of these inputs, we have all this stuff, okay? But if you see this input, which is number 17, which is Bitsy's vocal, it's muted. And the reason that it's muted is because no one is going to be using that microphone. And so if somebody was going to be using the microphone plugged into input 17, then you could unmute it and you could go accordingly, okay? So for tonight, I believe it is Amanda with her guitar. So we can mute me, and we can mute Elena, and we can come up here, double click on Waves Tune, and make sure that she's in chromatic. She is. You can also see right here that it does say that it's Amanda's auto tune, okay? And we're gonna just use this little pin button right there to pin it up so that it stays open. And really, we're good to go. You know, something else that we might consider is we don't have any piano, okay? So we could mute the piano, mute the bass. Amanda's gonna be playing her guitar. Mute the drums and the piano, and basically that's it. So for tonight, we have the handheld, the headset, Amanda's vocal, Amanda's guitar, and that's it in this section, okay? So now when we go back to here, then we know that all of these things are also in here, okay? So the band bus is just a grouping of all of the instrumentation. The headset is the headset, handheld is the handheld, and then we also have this computer audio coming in from the other side. So hope this helps. God bless you guys. Remember not to save unless somebody tells you to, just in case if one of any of these, the myriad of buttons end up getting pushed on accident. So that is how you set up the sound for a Sunday morning. Real simple. Also, to cut everything off, you just come here, go up here to Studio One, go to Quit Studio One. It'll ask you, do you want to save? And you will say, no. All right. That turns off. Come over here, shut down the computer. You can shut it down there. All right, it'll ask you if you double check to shut down. For this, we just actually go all the way back to the, so we can double click here, okay? And then we can swipe to get rid of these, and then hold this corner here. There's a power button. It'll ask you to swipe, okay? And then we can turn off the monitors. That monitor's off, and let's go ahead and go on back and turn off the mixing board. One thing I did forget to say is that we need to turn on and off the subwoofer, okay? And so that is right back here. I'm gonna turn the board off first, and then we'll turn the sub off. Luckily, it doesn't do any popping or anything, so it doesn't matter in what order we do that. But again, to turn the kit off, you're just going to push that red button, and then we'll come back over here. These open by just pushing on them, which is kind of cool. Okay, and here's the sub. If we have the green light, which it's off, but if this guy were on, You just flip that button right there, and we'd have the green light right there, okay? So there you go, guys. Thank you for serving. God bless you guys, and we'll talk soon. All right, let me know if you have any questions. You can always text me or send the church an email, whichever. All right, talk to you later.